Good old Monogram 55 Chevy. This just come out, and this is kind of a takeoff on the Badman kit. I built this Badman kit right there when I was a kid. What a fun kit. I'm kind of reliving some childhood memories, building some kits when I was a kid. 66 Malibu flip nose, the 57 Chevy flip nose, the Strickervet, old Pro Nova. That's going to be this. In fact, I'm going to go out and get another one of these because I'm so excited about this and I got a couple ideas. But anyway, let's get this kit opened up. I think you're going to like it. We'll see what's in it and get her built. And I'll show you how it goes together. Monogram 55 Chevy. Let's get this thing opened up and get to building on it. What we got inside. Let's start off with the body first. You can do so much with this car. There's the body, just as I remember it. And for as old as this tooling is, this thing looks really nice. Definitely resembles a 5.5. The double nickel. What tires we got with it? It's loaded with tires. This looks like the exact same tires from the 66 Malibu flip nose, which I've built. And I'm just reliving childhood memories, man. Wow, they just don't stop here. Tires from that kit. This here kit. Here's some slicks if you want. Different tires for the front. Looking good. There's the glass. It looks like we just get one thing of clear glass, and it goes all the way around. So all four sides are covered with glass. Next tree. Interior tub, hood. Chassis pan, seats, engine. This is just a basic kit. It's been out for a long time, but it's a good old kit. Looking good. That piece is a big front spoiler. If I remember right. And I'm going back, what, 30 years on this? Trying to remember. We'll find out when we go through the instructions. I haven't gone through them yet. They're still in there. I've always liked these wheels. Those wheels look great. There's a surround for the grill. So you can have an open grill with maybe a moon tank or something. I wonder if a moon tank comes with this. Or you can put the grill in there if you want. But for a gasser, I've kind of always liked the moon tank sitting right in the center with the grill out. More wheels. Come on there. Oh, there's our moon tank. Good, there is a moon tank. Right there. There's your other wheels. Of course, your grill to put in that surround. Looks like they got a blower for you. Big old traction bars. Nice front suspension piece. Let's check out the instructions. I hope I got decals. I'm going to go through those here in a second. Okay. Typical Revell instructions. Tells a little bit about the car. All your parts are numbered and called out. Color coded if you want. Yeah, what, 65 parts. Pretty simple build. I'd recommend this kit for anyone, even a beginner. I mean, I built it when I was a kid. That's the reason I'm building this. Reliving those childhood memories. Starts off with the engine. Goes to your interior. Make the interior up with the body and the chassis. And you work on our front and rear suspension. Yeah, there's that piece. It's the front spoiler. Tires and wheels. Put a battery in if you want. I usually don't run a battery on these gassers in the front. They'll be in the trunk. Kind of keep the engine compartment pretty simple. Got some traction bars sticking out if you want. Is that it? Yeah, one more page. And the hood. There's your call out for your decals. Looks like there's several different decal options in this. Cool. Alright, let's see what the decals look like. Oh, this decal sheet is absolutely gorgeous. American Hero, Under Pressure, that's neat. Chevy Speed Shop. Of course, you can go with the flag, front fender, and then your flag, the American flag. Have gauges. If you want, you can add in the back your the rubber on the burnout. Now, when the cars are doing burnouts, they'll have that rubber back there. You can add that if you want. Nice decal sheet. Let's get to building this thing. I'm looking forward to this. In fact, like I said, I'm going to go get another one of these when this thing's finished up. I will be getting maybe 2 more of these. I like that Under Pressure. Of course, I want to go with a red, white, and blue theme. And I've got some aftermarket decals for one of these I want to use also. So that'd be what, 2 more kits I need? Let's get to building. There's a busy bench. Getting everything sorted, a couple sets of tires and wheels, figuring out what I'm going to use, getting all my halves glued up so they can dry. I'm getting them things sorted. Still trying to decide which ones I'm going to use. I like the ones on the left, but then ones on the right are calling my name. And that's what they suggest on whatever you go with. And I'm going with that red, white, and blue theme, so you probably pretty much know which I'm choosing now. Got the front and rear suspensions all put together. Those went together just fine. Drilling out my headers. I love drilling out headers. Adds so much realism. Get them things opened up. Just stick a little drill bit in it and twist away. Brush painted it the old-fashioned way, just like when I was a kid. Got that orange paint out from Testers and painted it. There's the paint on red I'm doing. The rear bumper, drilling holes out on that. Love a drilled out bumper on a gasser. Again, something super easy to do. Just adds a little neat touch. Got all my chrome into Purple Pond. Stripping everything down. Getting her all ready for paint. And we're painting it some Tamiya bright white. Or gloss white or pure white. And she's painted. Come out nice. Can't really tell I painted it, but holding that bumper up you can. It's painted. Now we're taping off the roof because we're going to go red on the roof, just like the box art. And use good tape here. Let this be a lesson to you. Use good tape. Don't skimp on bad tape. I'm telling you, you got to use good tape. You don't use much of it. I know it costs a lot of money, but you don't use much. And by doing good tape here and getting everything taped off nice, you'll be glad you did without any overspray. There's the paint I used, the Testors Extreme Lacquer. There's the color I went with. Beautiful color. Gorgeous color. Same color I did the stricker vet with. There the top is painted. Now we start pulling the tape off. Just take your time pulling tape off. It takes a while to pull all this tape off. But get in front of your favorite TV show and just start pulling slowly. And you'll have a nice result. And everything's looking good so far. Oh yeah, it's looking good. I'm getting all this tape pulled off. End up with a big old ball of tape. Looks like that's it. And did we get any overspray on anything? Oh, one little spot right there in the engine compartment. That's going to be okay though, because this is on the shelf. And plus on that overspray will come off with a nice wax. And here we're going to go with blue headlights. I thought I'd do that, kind of with the red, white, and blue theme. Yeah, just like on the box art. And we're getting the decals all cut out. Favorite part of my model building is decaling. I love decals. Got a fetish with decals. Got tons of them. There's the piece that's going to go on the fender and doors. The flag. I ended up cutting him up to make it a little bit easier. I like cutting up my big decals. That went on just fine. Zero setting solutions at all. And look what's in the back there. It's a bag. Remember my video, a bag of crap? If you don't remember, you're going to have to go check it out. I got sent a bag of crap, and I've got to build that thing in that bag. Anyway, back to the old red, white, and blue 55. Again, the decals went on just great. No setting solution, no nothing. It's a little bit of warm water. Another little trick on decals. Do one side, let it sit overnight, and then do the other side. Also, check out the trim there. See how nice that chrome is on the trim? I tried a new paint marker that I'm experimenting with. It's not one you guys think. I'm not a big fan of the real popular one. But I'm pretty happy with this new paint marker I've discovered. I'm a big foil fan. I believe in foiling. But I think that paint marker did a pretty good job. Let me know what you think. Because looking at that, it looks like it is bare metal foil, but it's not. That whole thing was paint markered. The Tamiya weathering sets. I can't speak enough about these. You guys have seen them in my other videos. I love using them, especially the one that holds soot. And put it on the end of your headers right there. Boom. You got, looks like an engine's been running a little bit on them white headers. Love the soot from that Tamiya weathering package. Easy to apply too. And we've got a finished red, white, and blue 55 Chevy Bel Air from Revell. Love this. Again, just building stuff like I did when I was a kid. Having fun. It's all about just having some fun. Knocking out 5 or 6 of these kits that I did when I was a kid, reliving childhood memories, and this is one of them. And I plan on getting a few more of these. This was a super fun kit, super easy to build, no issues at all. I highly recommend this. A kid can build this. A first-timer can build this. No issues, no problems, no nothing. Decals went on great. Again, no setting solution, no nothing. But that is my 55 Gasser from Revell. There's that overhead shot. Love that red paint on that roof too. What a fun kit, guys. Well, hey, what'd you think about my 55 build? I thought it turned out pretty good. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'm off to go get another one.